Hey, this is Ari, and in this video, I want to share a little clip from a recent podcast I did with Marjorie Wildcraft on why you should be growing your own food. So check this clip out. And also, if you enjoy this, if you're interested in this topic, click the link below this video to listen to the full episode. I highly recommend it. I think you're going to get a lot of value from it. So enjoy.
Expand on what you were saying about the relationship. And I think that's one of the most wonderful things for me in growing my own food is the relationships. I can give you one example. So I was in Colorado for a couple of years. I love to live in different bioregions, to grow in different bioregions and explore the differences. You know, what does it take? Like where you're in the tropics, very different from living up in the high desert in Colorado with like a very short growing season, right? So I moved there, and I love to grow in. And honestly, people think, "Oh my God, you got to have acres." Not at all true. 100 square foot of garden bed space is really plenty of room for one person for all the produce that you'll need. And I like to do it in 250 square foot beds. And I had built these 250 square foot beds that are, they're like 2 cinder blocks deep, and we filled it with good soil. And then Lynn Gillespie is the region's, like, hands down, the region's expert. Like, she's been growing this way for 35 years. I mean, she knows everything. So Lynn and I decided we took my yard and went from complete yard, which was grass, turned it into 2 raised beds, and then grew. And every week we filmed something. So it's a 33-week project, which actually, when you sign up for the webinar that you're going to talk about there, you'll get free access to this. And we grew in these garden beds. So I had Lynn's system, I had Lynn's guidance, I had her soil. And then Lynn also has a small CSA. Like, once you get good at growing food is like printing your own money. So this is really a skill that could be a huge survival possibility for you in the future. But so she has a small CSA, and I had subscribed to her CSA. I don't know, partly because I was wanting to support her, but then because I was also growing my own. But basically, I had her vegetables from the CSA, and then I had my vegetables in my garden. And in my garden, I mean, there's nothing more enjoyable than going out there and watering and a little bit of weeding and just being with the plants and connecting with them and, interacting with them. And I swear that my broccoli that I grew, that I had tended, tasted so much better than Lynn's broccoli that she had grown for the CSA. And exact same soil, exact same condition. I mean, she only lived about a mile from me. Everything the same. Seeds, I mean, I was using her seed starts, but my broccoli tasted better. And I knew it was because of that relationship that I had. And I've seen that over and over. It really does get mystical. In the book, I have this really wonderful story. We can't go into it here, about a relationship that I had with Buddy the rooster. And it really is something I think we all are hungering at the most fundamental level. And it's so simple. I mean, like, okay, so grow some food, and you will find this nurturing and this connection that you have been missing all your life. And it's so rewarding when you connect into that.
Hey, this is Ari. I hope you enjoyed this video. And one more thing before you go. Actually, 2 more things. One is, if you enjoyed this particular little clip, the link to the full-length podcast is in the description down below. So make sure to check that out. Also, one more thing. Let me ask you a question. What if I could show you how to double your energy levels and dramatically improve your brain function, reducing your anxiety and depression to a degree on par with antidepressant drugs, but without the side effects? Sound pretty interesting? Well, there are, in fact, numerous compounds that can do this, that have been shown to do this. And I'll take you through just a few of these very briefly. One of them is rhodiola rosea. And this has been shown in studies, rhodiola rosea extract in people with stress-related fatigue and exhaustion to cut their levels of fatigue and brain fog in half in less than a month. Just this one compound. There's another compound in my formula Energenesis called NT factor phospholipids that's been shown to help repair mitochondrial membranes and mitochondrial health to the level of healthy 29-year-olds, taking people with deteriorated mitochondria who are over the age of 65, restoring it to the level of healthy 29-year-olds. And that has been shown in numerous studies in various types of chronic fatigue, aging-associated chronic fatigue, obesity-related chronic fatigue syndrome, to increase energy levels by 30 to 45% in the span of 4 to 12 weeks, depending on the specific study. So dramatic improvements in a very, very short period of time. Two more compounds that are amazing, I highly recommend, that are in my formula Ultra Brain, along with Rhodiola rosea. Saffron extract. This has been shown to increase levels of, improve your mood, I should say, and decrease levels of depression on par with fluoxetine, which is Prozac. And not only that, but with fewer side effects. It's much safer and much less likely to cause negative effects than antidepressant drugs are. Acetyl L-carnitine is another compound that's been shown to dramatically improve brain health in older adults. It also improves energy levels in older adults with chronic fatigue by between 40 to 50% in just the span of 2 to 4 months. And the last thing I'll mention here is acetyl L-carnitine has also been compared to antidepressant drugs and been shown, like saffron, to be as effective as antidepressant drugs in combating depression, but without the harmful side effects that so often occur with the drugs. So this is just a small sampling of the over 35 compounds that are in my formulas Energenesis and Ultra Brain that are all proven to dramatically improve energy levels, mitochondrial health, and brain health, and much, much more. And I highly recommend that you go check these out. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety or brain fog, if you're struggling with stress-related exhaustion and burnout, if you're struggling with chronic fatigue, go check out these formulas, give them a shot. I promise you are going to be blown away by the results. And like I said, the science has already proven that these things work. So you don't have to just take my word for it. There's lots of research to support that, and I'll even link to some of that research down below so you can verify everything that I just said for yourself. So the links to those studies will be in the description for this video down below. So check them out. Check out the formulas on theenergyblueprint.com. Again, Energenesis is the mitochondrial formula, and Ultra Brain is our brain formula. Check them out, try them out, and I think you're going to be blown away by the results. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you again soon.